Lesson 6: Principles and Techniques of Design Using Online Creation Tools and Applications. Lesson 1: Online Platforms. Website is a tool in accessing information. A website is a collection of publicly accessible, interlinked web pages that share a single domain name. Websites can be created and maintained by an individual, group, business, or organization to serve a variety of purposes. The three types of online platforms: social media platforms, blogging platforms, and content management systems or CMS. Social media platforms are platforms that allow you to create your personal account or profile. After you register on this website, it will allow you to create pages or even groups where you can share content and ideas. Blogging platforms are platforms where a writer or even a group of writers can share views on an individual subject. It is comparable to a newsletter where you can add menus, designs, or even multimedia of a subject. Blogger is an example of a blogging site. Content Management System or CMS. One of the features of this platform is that you can publish your own website and manage its content through internet or in a single computer. This is a software where you can easily create, update, organize, and publish the content of your website. A popular example of CMS is WordPress. The 7 possible elements of a modern web design: text, graphics or illustrations, white space, links, color, video or audio, background. Text. This is a mandatory element of a web page. However, visitors get distracted about the font family of the text on website. Graphics or illustrations. Make sure that your images or illustrations are not pixelated or must be on good quality. White space. It is very hard to direct the attention of your visitor's eye if the website is crowded. White space gives you website a room to breathe. Links. Links or hyperlinks allow user to jump to another site or page that is related to your site. Color. The colors you use in your design are a very important aspect. There are times that colors become visually distracting to your viewers. As some web designers do, they use the company logo of their client as a color reference on their website. Video or audio. There are sites which use audio or video to help their visitors to better understand what they are selling or teaching. Background. Texture or background gives a more appealing site to your website. This will provide your website a feeling of a surface underneath. A. Portable design. Website design must be portable and accessible. Your need must compatible with other operating systems and web browsers. B. Design for low bandwidth. Not all users who are online are connected to a high-speed internet connection. In designing a website, you need to avoid large graphics or animations as the users may leave the site if downloading is slow. C. Direction. Identify the order of importance of the various elements and place them in a sequence where the eye moves and perceives the things and sees. There should be consistent layout and structure. D. Simplicity. The more options you place in your site, the more difficult it is for a visitor to make a decision and more time is required to browse through them, as what they usually say. Simplicity is beauty. E. Regular testing. Every device or project needs maintenance, same as your website. Websites should regularly updated, and tested so that problems will be quickly resolved. Lesson 2. Web Layout and Design. An effective website design should fulfill its intended function by conveying its particular message with small, simultaneously engaging the visitor. Several factors such as consistency, colors, typography, imagery, simplicity, and functionality all contribute to good website design. 1. Website purpose. Your website needs to accommodate the needs of the users. Having a simple, clear intention on all pages will help the user interact with what you have to offer. There are many different purposes that websites may have, but there are core purposes common to all websites. Number 1. Describing expertise. Number 2. Building your reputation. Number 3. Generating leads. And number 4. Sales and offer aftercare. Simplicity. Simplicity is the best way to go when considering the user experience and the usability of your website. Below are ways to achieve simplicity through design. Color. Color has the power to communicate messages and evoke emotional responses. Finding a color palette that fits your brand will allow you to influence your customers' behavior towards your brand. Keep the color selection limited to less than 5 colors. Complementary colors work very well. Pleasing color combinations increase customer engagement and make the user feel good. Type. Typography has an important role to play on your website. It commands attention and works as the visual interpretation of the brand's voice. Typefaces should be legible and only use a maximum of 3 different fonts on the website. Imagery. Imagery is very visual aspect used within communications. This includes still photography, illustration, video, and all forms of graphics. All imagery should be expressive and capture the spirit of the company and act as the embodiment of their brand personality. Most of the initial information we consume on websites is visual, and as a first impression, it is important and high quality image are used to form an impression of professionalism and credibility in the visitor's mind. Navigation. Navigation is where visitors interact and find what they are looking for. Website navigation is the key to retaining visitors. F-shape pattern reading. The F-shape based pattern is the most common way visitors scan text on a website. Eye tracking studies have found that most of what people see is in the top and left area of the screen. Visual hierarchy. Visual hierarchy is the arrangement of elements in order of importance. This is done either by size, color, imagery, contrast, typographically, white space, texture, and style. Content. An effective web design has both great design and great content. Using compelling language, great content can attract and influence visitors by converting them into customers. Grid-based layout. Grids help to structure your design and keep your content organized. The grid helps to align elements on the page and keep it clean. The grid-based layout arranges content into a clean, rigid grid structure with columns, sections that line up and feel balanced and impose order, and result in an aesthetically pleasing website. Load time. Waiting for a website to load will lose visitors. Nearly half of web visitors expect a site to load in 2 seconds or less, and they will potentially leave a site that isn't loaded within 3 seconds. Optimizing image sizes will help load your site faster. Mobile friendly. More people are using their phones or other devices to browse the web. It is important to consider building your website with a responsive layout where your website can adjust to different screens.